Welcome to everybody. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and I'm hoping that if you are a casual player like I am, then that this walkthrough will help you out. I know it's kind of like unrealistic to watch these like no damage, playthroughs and everything like that, guides, and just to expect not to take any damage. So if you're a casual player like me, then again, hopefully this helps you out. So we're going to start off just like we always do. We're at the gas station, and we're going to pop into this back room where we're going to encounter our first zombie, right? Usually what I like to do is I like to pull this guy a little bit closer into the cooler, so it gives that much more breathing room to kind of like go over here, grab this key, and then turn around, because when we get back you'll see that he's like struggling to turn around at this point. So if you have him a little bit further back, then you don't even have to worry about him as far as, getting bitten is concerned. And with that, we will open the door and we'll start to make our way out of here, where obviously we'll be bumping into Leon. And so starts the game. There we go. So don't make my mistake and don't run directly head first into all those zombies right there. Turn around and head down this path of cars here. Make a left after you pass this police car on the left. Head down this alleyway.
It's like the end of the world.
It does look like the end of the world for sure. We're going to go down these stairs, make a right. Then we're going to go up some stairs right over here, and we're going to notice the police station.
Police station. Almost there.
It's almost like I played this game before. Now, this was a really weird run. Like, nobody did what I expected them to do. The zombies were just kind of like in different places. The rooms were occupied differently. I figured that this was going to be the video to do this walkthrough on. Just because of that fact. So I do take damage, but I'm going to show you that it's okay. Grab this first aid spray. Turn right back around over here. And go under this panel door, this garage door. Right. The first aid spray and the second first aid spray. I'll show you where the second one is here in a second. I think that those are just give me's from the devs, just because they were kind of like just planning on you getting attacked. But before we get that, go into this press room over here. There's going to be some ammo over here. All right, grab that ammo. Go ahead and discard that key also, which I forgot to do, but I'm doing that now. Yep. Okay, so make a left out of here and just get this bookcase out of the way, and then the bathrooms are going to be off to the left as soon as you pass this. So head into the bathroom, go into the second stall, and that's where you're going to get a second first aid spray. So 2 first aid sprays kind of tells you what's about to happen, right? So the devs are kind of like giving you those as gimmies, I think, because as soon as we get through this cutscene, we're going to have this one cop that kind of like busts in through this door right here, and usually you can kind of like stand right here, and then when he busts in, just run right past him. But as you can see, like he just turned around so damn quick, got me. And I'm thinking at this point I'm going to save the first aid spray, but then I'm like, no, I got to use this because there's 2 other zombies here, which sometimes you can do what I do, which is like start running towards this locker, make a right directly past it, and then just kind of like go down the hallway, and then they'll just kind of like leave you alone. But sometimes they will grab you there also, in which case you would use the second first aid spray and then kind of like make a decision. Do I want to... Yeah. You'd either want to go back to the gas station and start all over again and try that part, because this is only about 4 minutes in at this point, or you could just keep on going. It's technically about 7 minutes once you do like all the cutscenes and everything like that. As you can see, I tried to cut most of that stuff out. But go ahead and put that away, put your ink ribbons away. That's all that you're going to take with you is your gun, your ammo, and the knife. And we're going to cut the tape with the knife here, obviously. The reason we put the first aid spray away is because there's going to be a green herb right here anyway, so you can go ahead and pick up your ammo right there, grab this green herb, make your way through this door over here behind there. Okay. When you're coming down this corridor later is when there's going to be some unexpected problems for me. But make this right. Let this officer fall on you. Okay. You're going to want to do that now rather than have that happen later on. Just kind of go through here peacefully. Make your way out to the back room over here. Okay. Grab these bullets that are immediately off to the left. And then just kind of follow this around, go off to the left behind this podium, and then just kind of like just jump through this window. Once you jump through here, you're going to notice that there's going to be one cop that's desperately trying to get into this vending machine here. So these two over here, you're going to want to take out completely. Don't be afraid of using up ammo here. You're going to be fine. Okay. But it is rather important to get these guys off your ass, so to speak. So that way when you come through here later on, you don't have to deal with them, because you will be passing this hallway a good couple of times. And I mean, just don't worry about it. Sit here, take your time doing what you need to do. This is like one of the more important parts, because there's very few parts that you have to revisit on a continuous basis. I decided that I'm going to go over here and see if I can get a critical hit on this guy here before going back to that dude. And play your distance, because these guys are kind of quick at times. So, yep, see, he ended up getting me there. That's good for the knife. Obviously, we're going to get the knife back. There you go. Got a nice critical hit. Took his head off. Grab the knife back, right? Then just go back and just take care of this guy. I think I do like 2 or 3 more shots here. And then his head comes off. Oh, no. Okay. It was just 1. But all that worked out perfectly. Ended up with some ammo here still. 109 on this over here. And that's going to unlock some ammo for you just in case you run lower than what I got there. You may get lucky and get 2 critical shots and just have, a ton more ammo than what I actually do, right? So, but just grab that ammo. Handgun ammo is going to be our primary source of munition throughout the RPD. Like later on when we get out of here, obviously it's going to become less and less important. And we're going to be doing a lot of back and forth. I'm going to try to keep it as linear as possible. But basically we're going to go into the dark room here. Right, there's a red herb in the back there, so grab that one and combine it with one of the green ones. Okay, then go ahead and store that. So now you have a first aid. Nope, no, go get it. I think, yeah, I messed it up because I'm looking for files, I think is what it is. Also, I'm going to go back and get that green herb because I know that we're going to mix another full heal soon. So now you got a first aid spray and a full heal in the locker. In the foot locker, I should say. In the locker, you have gunpowder and then some more ink ribbons, which I'm just like, yeah, screw it. And now I'm debating on whether... I think I go back because I don't think I actually take... No, I don't go back. Okay, I do take the gunpowder with me. Okay, I thought I went back and hid that. Okay, grab the ammo over here with this lady cop. Go behind that vending machine on the left. There's a second red herb there. Okay, go ahead and mix that one with your green herb, and that gives you another full heal. You're going to pop in here. Okay, this locker right here. This one is CAP, C-A-P. And this will give you some flame rounds. So grab those. This one's going to give you some flame rounds as well. Go ahead and grab those. There's nothing in that one. And I grabbed this thing because I was thinking that maybe if we're... this guy took me by surprise.
What the hell is up with you?
He is usually on the stairs and doesn't really come down here. But like I said, this was one of those runs where nothing kind of worked out as planned. Nobody was where they were supposed to be or anything, right? But either way, we're going to go to the 3rd floor here and we're going to go get our spade key. And grab this ammo on the pallet over here. Then we're going to make our way down to the I don't know, you want to call it the save room? Save room, break room. Either one's fine with me. So, yeah, and this guy's still kind of like crawling around. And yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I missed him twice right there. Oh my god. good critical hit again. So, I mean, we're doing well with ammo here. This is probably about I think, my 5th start to this run. Yeah, so we're going to put all this stuff away. We're going to move that. Yeah, if you want to get in the habit of that, then that's a good habit to have, is moving whatever key item you're going to be using immediately over to your top left in the bar there. So, you know, that way you could just spam it whenever you get to it. So we're going to get in here. This is the west office. We're going to get it into this locker. 9 to the left, 15 to the right, and then 7 to the left. That's going to be the combo for the first pouch that we're going to get. Okay. And this guy that's on the floor, you don't really have to worry about him too much. He will spawn when you get to the staircase. You'll hear him actually like snarl, like he did right there. And then key. Okay, now we're out. Okay, that's why I didn't go into the save room, because I was planning on doing that here. I hope so. No, I did go into the save room. What the hell am I talking about? Dude. Yeah, we're going to get this medallion here. So this is going to be the lion, okay? Then the laurel, and then the eagle. That's going to be the first medallion, and then... Let's see if I, yep. Okay, so, at this point, run all the way down this hallway, okay? Go to the very, very last bench. There's some handgun ammo over here. All right, pick that up. And then when you are coming back, make sure to unlock this door. I think I do run by it. No, see, that was a different playthrough that I did where I ran by it. Okay, so now I just gotta... Don't go in there. Just unlock it, because if you go in there, there's a zombie in there. She's going to attack you, and it's just going to be bad news. You're going to have to use another heal again. You can pop this medallion in here, and then I don't know if I go and I return anything. I don't think that I do, because I think everything that I have in the inventory. No, I do go return something.
Yeah, but we're not out of here yet.
What am I returning, or what am I grabbing for that matter? Okay, I'm putting the knife away, and what else? No, I just... Okay, yeah, so seems legit. I think that gives us enough space to pick up the boards, because we're going to get the boards. We're going to get the whatchamacallit, the weapons room key card, and another green herb right over here. And this is going to be the last time we're going to use this key, and we can discard it like immediately once we pass through the door here. Just go ahead and get rid of it. Okay, grab those boards right there. Head into the art room right over here. Key card is right on this table by the green lamp. Just turn around, run through here, run down this corridor, and there will be another green herb on the right windowsill before you pop out of here. Okay, so grab that green herb. I think I end up combining those to make some space, because we still got a couple of items to pick up. There's bullets on that barrel right there. Grab those. Grab the bolt cutters. Very important. Yeah, I do end up combining them because... Right, yep. There you go. Because we definitely have one gunpowder that we're getting, a flashbang, some more gun ammo, and we are getting the turn valve for the second floor. The one zombie that got us in the beginning of that cop, sometimes he's right by that door, so just be cautious of that and don't like barrel through that door like I did. Use a little bit more caution. Open it and just kind of see where he is, but he's down the hallway a little bit now. We're gonna, yep, so there we go. We're gonna grab that flashbang. Bullets from this officer here. We're gonna grab this turn wheel. We're gonna mix this right away with our gunpowder. That's gonna make some acid rounds for us. And of course, the fuse. And we're going to lose a flash grenade. Yeah, you're going to see a very loud... This all of a sudden just gets bright once you put the fuse in. Boom. Yeah. I told you, this was a crazy run. This was the crazier run that I've had. Nothing, nobody was where they were supposed to be. Nothing happened the way that it was kind of like supposed to happen. It was just, it was a bit of mayhem. So I take the boards with me. I don't remember if I actually get to put the boards up on the wall. This is like nice watching these things back. Kind of like see what the hell was going on, right? This hallway's not like fully empty. There are zombies in here now. So I didn't board up the window. Did it actually make it past them? I end up discarding the boards because I was just like, what the hell is going on? Then this guy, he's usually not by that door. He's usually not chilling right there. He's kind of like right in the middle of the hallway. And so once you cut this chain off, you can go ahead and discard these as well. But grab the detonator. Now discard the bolt cutters. Okay, there's going to be a green herb that you're going to pick up on the left by the whiteboard here. But I'm gonna, see, I discard the boards. So, okay, grab the flashbang from over here, then the green herb by the whiteboard right there, and then there's some more boards off to the right by that door. But you don't need to worry about those. But see, now you're going through this hallway again. It's a good thing that these two cops are down. They would have kind of like respawned, but we're going to go back here and we're going to get Claire's grenade launcher. Which is a good weapon to have. This actually works really well for Claire's playthrough. It's not as good as a shotgun because there are a lot of enemies that you can one shot with the shotgun. That's pretty much what you're going to want to take right there because we are going to end up with another red herb inside the STARS office. So we're going to make it. So we're going to make yet another full heal. So now we have what? We now have a first aid spray, 2 full heals, and 2 green herbs that are mixed. And see, she got up and went to the bathroom. Why? Like, she usually gets up and, like, plops down over the railing onto you. It kind of, like, scares you from downstairs.
Son of a bitch.
That is just absolutely horrid. I do remember that. See, it's kind of weird. The game was rewarding me with a good amount of critical hits, but then it was just placing the zombies in just really, really random spots. So for the 4 zombies that I had to kill, like, that's like 4 heads blown off. Okay, so right over here, just this locker off to the left is going to have the gunpowder. When you pass through the door, you're going to have flame rounds right here on the couch, so grab those. And then you can just run down here. There's going to be a liquor, but you don't have to worry about him right now. He's just making his presence known. Take the battery, mix it, combine it with the detonator right away. Okay, then go back up out here and collect the flame rounds. There's another flash grenade right over here. Go ahead and grab that. There's a yet another first. Well, I guess we're gonna go get the green herb. then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it on my way out. So grab the first aid spray, the advanced gunpowder, and then the red herb, and go ahead and mix that one with the green herb. So now that's like 4 full heals, which was just like awesome. 5 with the we're at like 5 or 6 actually with that first aid spray. So we're already getting pretty loaded up with heals. Walk through this hallway. Yeah, I should just walk through this hallway. The liquor right here on the wall. Keep off to the right. Make sure that you don't touch him. He will get mad at you. And with this being a hardcore run, it's basically 1 hit to put you into danger. So we're going to grab this one here. And then this one is, what is this one again? Oh, so this one is a fish scorpion, and then the pail, the water pail, which I already went by. So I'm looking for it again. There it goes. Yep. So now we're starting to look really good on ammo. We're was checking if I have enough room to grab that knife right there. Combat knives are important, okay? And whenever you can get them, then get them. I was looking if there's anything to discard, but I don't want to discard anything, so I do end up going to the treasure chest, as it were. And so we're going to get rid of, I think we're just actually going to get rid of the medallion, maybe. No, I think, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do, because what I should do, so I'll tell you what I should do, is I should put the medallion back in, go pick up the grenade launcher. Hopefully I do that. Good, I do that. I think that, yeah. So that way we can take care of the zombies that are inside the library, because we're going to want them to be gone. I'm trying to look for it because I do have some of the unlimited weapons there, and as soon as I pull those unlimited weapons out, then the S+ rank is done and over with. You can't use any bonus weapons, by the way, to get the S+ rank, okay? It's just whatever you start with and whatever you find throughout the police department, that's all that you can use. The caveat, the exception to that, obviously being the infinite knife. Once you destroy all 15 Mr. Raccoons, you get the infinite knife. You can go ahead and use that one. But that's the only one that you can use for the S+ rank. So we're going to hide the rest of that stuff because we are going to, I think I'm going to take out a flame round here also, because we're going to go get the third medallion right away. Yep, there we go. Good job, Tom. Nice. Yeah, so we're going to want to take care of 3 of the zombies in here. The rest of them are just kind of like, you know, I don't know, NPZs. They're just non-playable zombies, I guess. She snarled. She was like close. I was like, what the hell? Make sure you're a good distance. What the hell is going on with my aiming? Yeah, I give her a couple of shots too and just walk over her. Make sure that she's not pretending. Because they will pretend. Get Big Boy over here and just be careful because he's a little quick too, so play your distance. Usually he'll stand up and come after you. I guess the acid must have dissolved his leg. There we go, nice crit shot. Good critical shot again. Maybe that's just Claire's handgun that's like good like that. Then you hear this guy just munching away over here. Go ahead and give him a blast the same way. Dose him with that acid round and then... Yeah, my timing was way off on shooting. I hope you're doing way better than I am with that.
Son of a bitch! You asshole!
I don't think I get... Yeah, I don't remember if I get another crit on him or not. I do save the rest of the rounds to actually take care of this guy upstairs, and I totally forget to move the bookcases. Move the bookcases before you get up here. That'll save you some hassle later. I remembered it later on when Mr. X was actually already chasing me down. This guy, once he falls, you're good. That's it. He's down on the ground. You don't have to worry about him. And then get this ammo right over here. Don't worry about running low. It's more likely than not going to happen. So when you plant that detonator, go ahead and run behind this bookcase over here. Go into the library, but not far enough where the door actually closes like it did right there. Make sure that the door is open that you can see inside. Okay. Once the explosion is done completely, like give it a second, and then you could run in here and come and get the medallion. If you don't wait until like the explosion, this is, by the way, woman, bow and arrow, and snake. You can barely see the snake, but that's what it is over here. But that bookcase will fall. And now you go ahead and prep your flame round, because there will be a liquor that it'll drop down right over here. Just go ahead and give them that flame round and run back over this way. That's why it was important to leave this one open. So now we can run downstairs. We can put the medallion in. We're going to take a shortcut. I think I give this guy a couple more shots, yeah. Oh, just one more. Just testing the waters, I guess. Yeah. Now we can put in the third medallion and we can finally get out of the police station. And we're going to go fight Birkin. And this is also where we're going to use our first save when we get downstairs. This is where I recommend the saves. Like, that is not that long of a part to go through. So about 20, 25, 26 minutes, I think, is where we end up getting through that section of it. Yeah, we can organize this a little bit later because we're only going to take a couple of things with us to go fight with Birkin. One of which is the knife. I don't know why I put it away. Oh, because I was gonna take the damaged one, but then I was realizing, okay, why take the damaged one? That one might break, so I wasn't sure if it was going to break or not. But this is pretty much what the setup is going to look like for the Birkin fight for me. We are going to fight him with the knife. You know, I know it sounds kind of scary, but believe me, it sounds scarier than what it actually is. And this one, yeah, just go ahead and save right over here. We're going to talk about different saves when we get to them, since we only have 3 of them. They need to be used wisely. And so, yeah, 26 minutes and 40 seconds is where we're at. Good timing. So we could have spent another, 5 or 10 minutes in the police station. We would have been just fine. I end up finishing this 2 hours, 6 minutes is what it ended up being. Just a little over. Let's just say 2 hours and 7 minutes. In either case, when you get off this elevator, make sure that you run all the way down to the bottom of the stairs. Okay? There's going to be a grenade. It's going to be a frag grenade that's going to be over by the middle pillar right over here. So grab that grenade. That's going to be one of the ones that we're going to use on this Birkin fight. With this knife fight, all you got to do is you got to get up close to him, just slash him and kind of feel out like when it kind of like seems like he's going to move, and then kind of like run away from him, get to a clear spot where you can shoot him with an acid round. You'll see what I'm talking about here. I think I do end up taking some damage here, which puts me into danger. But don't worry about stuff like that, okay? So there you go. Just run up and just keep slashing. And if he looks like he's going to start moving like behind you and everything like that, or he's going to start to pass you, just kind of like move with him. So that way you can toss the grenade. Okay. No, I ended up starting this one all over again because that was completely wrong. You see, I missed this edit. So, okay. So, yeah, so we're going to quit that because that one was completely all wrong. That'll happen. I thought I edited that out. So, if that starts to happen, if he grabs you right there before, like, if you completely miss him with that grenade, then just start all over again. Because you definitely want that grenade to make contact. But there you go. See, I don't do a lot of heavy editing on these videos, just because I think that you deserve to see like what is actually going on with the gameplay, right? we're humans. We make mistakes, you know, in like this kind of situation, we're going to take damage. Like I said, and you don't have to worry about it because you'll see towards the end, we'll end up, you know, very much so looted out with ammo to take on the final bosses, and we'll have enough heals to heal ourselves. You're going to be just fine. Just kind of like every situation is different, so you may have missed something that I have, but more or less will be kind of on the same platform. You know what I mean? Where as far as like how much ammo we have, what to do, and I'll tell you what to save where, what to keep in your inventory box and so forth. So let's see, 3, 4, 5. This one was working out better because he was walking towards me and I hit his eye a couple of times right there. And then finally, go ahead and pull out that grenade, toss it right there. That'll stun him. Okay, go back to slashing him and do this about, I don't know, 12, 13 times because he'll get stunned right there. You know? And now he'll start getting up, and like when he grabs his head like that, he's kind of like ready to go. He's like shaking it off, but hit him with that acid round. Equip your the flashbang. Go over here and grab this grenade also. And then he tried to hit me right there is what happened, but this ends up working out perfectly. Is because now you can come up behind him and just keep slashing. He's stunned by the flash grenade, and then he's going to get stunned by the knife attack, right? And just keep on swiping away, honestly, right? And then that's it. Over here, just basically go and loot everything. Not really much to say. Is just seriously look in every corner of this room and just pick up everything that you possibly can. There's some good stuff here. So there's 2 green herbs. There's a red herb. There's some. There was the 1 grenade that we picked up. There's some handgun ammo. So now already we have, you know, multiple full heals. And I think we got everything there, or did we miss something? Nope, we're going up. So when you go up, Sherry's going to tell you to follow her. Don't follow her. Go to the right. Okay. You're going to have another green herb here, which you can just go ahead and use to heal yourself. Okay. And then grab this gunpowder in there. That's all that's left in this area. Now we can finally, you know, follow Sherry up. Now we're just going to pull this bar over here, and then they're going to have a little chat.
You got it. So, what's your mom like? She works at Umbrella. She's making an important new medicine. Umbrella? That big pharmaceutical company? My mom's always at work. I don't get to see her much. Well, hopefully you'll get to see her again soon. So, where's your dad?
Unfortunately, you just killed him, Claire. Yeah. You can go ahead, put everything away, take out 2 full heals right over here. There's a good reason for that. And what did I forget?
He's gone. Wow. Both of my parents are gone. It's just me and my brother. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think I took the acid rounds just in case, because if you've played this game, then you know that Leon's section has dogs. Claire has liquors, which is just absolutely insane. So you're going to interact with this box. That's all. It's going to trigger a cutscene where Sherry just basically gets kidnapped.
Key card first. Then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
So you go through this room here. You can go ahead and run right now. You don't have to worry about it. But as soon as you go in through the first door, you're going to want to start walking. Okay, so grab this blue herb over here and now make your first like full heal. That one, this right here. Okay, so walk very slowly because you're going to look over here. There's a liquor right there. Okay, so just walk around him, and then there's a liquor on the ceiling right over there. So when you kind of like walk around and start making your way towards that red light, and just kind of like keep off to the right. Don't run, walk. Like I said, there's plenty of time. Again, I beat this game in 2 hours, 7 minutes, so that's still left 23 minutes just to kind of like, you know, just in case I messed up, right? So I end up pulling out the wrong one here. It's not this one, it's the one next to it that has a flashbang in it. So you're going to want to go ahead and grab this flash grenade. Push this back in though, because I have no idea if they actually like spawn to, if they actually come to life or not. Like once you get the diamond key, because they very well might. But that's what I was looking for right there, is the red herb. So we're going to take that because we are going to find more green herbs to mix with that to make some full heals. Okay, now get the diamond key from this dude over here. Now he basically reanimates, and this guy by the door reanimates also, so as soon as you stun him, you can run. I don't know why I didn't go back for the knife, tell you the truth. I think that was a slightly damaged one, so I just left it. Now, see, this one's kind of messed up also again, because 99% of the time, you could just walk by here, and you're fine. But see, he ends up hitting me. Not to worry, just made a heal. And then so he hits me again, and since I run out the door, this triggers the other, what do you call it? Liquor that's in here, and I'm looking for him with the acid round, and he doesn't show up, but he ends up attacking me, even though I'm walking, because he knows that I'm out here. You see? And so I'm basically just like, dude, what the hell? Okay. And this exactly what I'm talking about is nothing worked out the way that it was supposed to. That one liquor, you're supposed to be able to walk by him just fine.
Where that guy came from.
But not to worry. Like I said, there's still plenty of heals in the chest. Had to use 2 right there, which kind of sucks, but you know, but ultimately, I mean, it is what it is. So we got that blue herb, which we could mix with the red herb, and then we're gonna find a green herb. So we're gonna end up with a full heal back anyway. We're gonna take that right now, but we're not going to put it together just yet. You know what? Actually, I don't remember if I do or don't on this run. I think I might put it away. So far, it kind of seems like I might put it away. And green herb right over here, and we can make a full heal. And I did take a break here, which is edited out because I needed to walk away from the computer for a minute and just kind of like rationalize why the hell that that whole situation just went south. Yeah, I did combine it. I decided I'm going to make it a little bit stronger because everything was kind of like taking me by surprise. So again, not everything always works out the way that you want it to, but we're gonna take the 2 full heals again because we're gonna mix those with blue herbs that we're gonna have coming up, and we're just gonna do a little bit of back and forth. You're gonna see me doing some kind of a little bit of panic running. We're going to interact with this picture frame here, so we're going to examine it, right, so that way we can get the heart key out. And I'm still holding on to the diamond key. I think I must have forgot that that I still have it, but I'm probably going to put it, I think I'm going to put it away right now. At least I should put it away. If you have the diamond key, go ahead and put it away. Yeah, I ended up hitting the wrong thing. So there you go. Diamond key is what I wanted to put away. The hard key is going to be what we're going to use. We're going to head upstairs here. I was just checking the time there, so we're at 37 minutes at this point here. So there's another officer in here also, and usually he's behind him. And so, see, just kind of like check to make sure that he's not coming out of like some kind of different corner. That's him right there. So the previous one, so the previous run that I did is the one where they kind of like surprised me at the door, which was just tons of fun, let me tell you. That really gave me a jump scare because, again, they're not supposed to be there. I don't know why he's not trying to walk towards me, but... Just, again, one of these... He's one of these guys where you want to keep your distance because he's a bit quicker than the average zombies. Just doing a little bit of panic shooting right there, obviously. I was like, dude, I don't want to use any more heals. Just leave me alone. Grab that blue herb right there and mix that to make a solid heal. Grab this cog. Then we can grab one more thing. And that is these flame rounds right over here. For the most part, those two should be taken care of. So we're just going to run downstairs. We're going to put some stuff away. This was a little bit of back and forth that I had. I wanted to make the stronger grenade launcher. The trade-off for that is obviously we're using up an additional square worth of space, right? But I just felt it really prudent at this point to keep it to basically have a stronger weapon. See, I moved the key back in that first slot so that way we could just use it right away instead of like shuffling around for it. So when you go back up here, I don't know if I do the lockers first. I do. Okay, so there's a flashbang in here, and then there's some some pistol ammo right in here. So you can grab those, and then you can go back into this room over here. Go slowly. Just make sure that they're both just not going to attack you, that they are lying still, and then we can just go into this room here. And this is going to have the electronic components, and it's also going to have a knife. So grab that. Knives are like gold, so hold on to those. And yeah, we're going to go back downstairs because there's actually a blue herb and 2 green herbs outside when we go out onto the balcony. So we're going to be able to grab those to make some heals. I don't remember now if I used one of them or not because think, yeah. Like it's funny watching this because it's like I wish I could just remember what I was thinking at this point. Oh, there you go. So I took the solid knife and replaced it for the damaged one. Just kind of take a look again and just, can I leave anything? Yeah, I can leave something. Yeah, we can leave that. We don't need that right there. The pistol ammo is going to do just fine for what we have coming up right now. So when you walk outside here, you're going to want to look at this table, this one here, under the umbrella. It's kind of hard to spot, but that'll be another full heal that we can make right there. Go down the ladder, and if you run towards the bench that has the fire going. That one right there. There's some pistol ammo right there. Go ahead and grab that. And when we're coming down the stairs, you'll see off to the right, there's going to be a zombie that's going to spawn. And this one you're going to want to take care of because she's so close to the staircase. You don't want her latching onto you.
What the hell is up with you?
Yeah. See, don't go too quick because there's a lot of times where they like to play dead, but they are not. They are just waiting for you just to get closer so that way they can bite you. That dude that you just heard, you don't really have to worry about him. We are going to worry about him, obviously, but I mean, it's not in the sense of like he's going to attack you right away or anything like that. You're just going to kind of like juke him off to the side here and just make sure that you just kind of like drop him so you can just get past him. There you go. If you shoot his leg off, bonus, because now he's just got to crawl, right? And we're going to flip this lever, and that spawns Mr. X. Well, it doesn't like it spawns after, you know, as soon as you enter the hallway. But I don't recall. I think I'm going to go back, or am I just going to go straight through? No, we're just going to go straight through. We're going to grab this red herb and we're going to make a full heal. Spawn in Mr. X, shoot his hat off. Boom.
Jesus, stay back!
It's not really a prerequisite to shoot his hat off. I just like shooting his hat off. I don't know. Freaking stalker. Make a left here, okay? Don't yeah, go down the fire escape. We're gonna bust through the east room. Don't worry about the zombie coming in the window. Everything's fine. Hallway should be free and clear. This one at least. And then we're gonna get over here and now we can mess with our items so we can put away what we need to put away. So we're going to definitely put the full heal away. And I was debating here on whether I want to take the electronic component or not, but you don't need that until you're actually back in the chief's office. So there's really no point in bringing it. This one now has a liquor in it too. So now you got to walk through here, which is just even that much more fun. But there is a point that you get to where you can start running, and it's just past this door right here is when you can start running. Okay, so just shock him or stun him, you know what I mean, and just get to running. Big boy, I didn't expect him to be back. I didn't think he'd be in the same spot twice in a row, and I'm just like, mother of God here, right? But I hope I edited this out, because then yeah. Grab this grenade, grab the jack handle, and wait for Mr. X to spawn in here, because yeah, because that's what I was hoping was gonna happen. I was hoping I didn't edit it the wrong way, because you're gonna have to walk through here because of the liquor to get to the west office here, but then you can start running as soon as you get to that door. And now Marvin, of course,
Oh God, no.
spawns also into a zombie. Poor Marvin. He's just such a great character. We kind of like get Mr. X around this way. And I think it's right here when I was thinking, did I move the damn bookshelves? And then I'm thinking, I don't think that I did. And then I see that I didn't. And I'm like, oh my God, I did not. But if you ever do move them, move these two. Now I'm going up the ladder because I know that Mr. X is just like right all up on me. So now I got to run around with him over here just to get all this set up right. And I'm just like, is he coming up the ladder? Yep, he's coming up the ladder. So I'm like, goody goody gumdrops. Back over here, and I always think that I can fall down that hole, but I cannot. So I'm just gonna run back down the stairs, move the other bookcase into place, and then I think I'm gonna do one more run around like that. So this is kind of like, I don't know, what am I doing? I'm trying to get him out of there so I can get both of them. I think it would have been easier doing it the way that I was just thinking. Yeah, because then Marvin's here too, and it's like, damn. Okay, now I gotta go the long way around it and think about that. So yeah, like I said, this is not going to be a perfect playthrough. This is going to be, you know, very much so a regular human kind of playthrough. I hope that this tutorial does help you somehow. And did I go back up the ladder now, or did I say I'm going to take the chance and... I'm like, nope, he's in the room. If he was out of the room, I probably would have taken the chance and just moved it. But since he's in the room, it's kind of like, I'm just going to go up the ladder. I'm going to wait for him. And now I got enough time. But he ends up jumping down on me like as... Like that animation took a second too. And see, like he jumps down. And I'm just like, holy shit. And so I take off. I'm just like, I can't believe that he just jumped down on that. I thought he was going to climb down the ladder. Hug this right wall when you're rolling through here, okay, and then just kind of like pop into the door because there is a zombie off to the left that you just heard. Okay, so now it's kind of like you can kind of like breathe a sigh of relief. You know, Mr. X cannot come in here. So this is kind of like a safe spot for you to do your thing here. So. And I totally forgot the cog too, so I end up running back downstairs for it. I'm kind of like, now this playthrough's, some of this playthrough is coming back to me. So I took a look at my items, and I'm just like, oh shit, what am I doing? It's actually kind of fun watching this back and like doing a voiceover it. Yeah, because now I'm just like, I'm totally turned around backwards because I totally forgot it the first time, and I was just like, what the hell just happened in the library? And yeah, and that's where, after the library, after I got in here, I should have just hit pause and I should have actually taken a break and just gone and just like thought for a few minutes. Came back with a fresh head. I can't stress enough how important breaks are when you're actually playing games like this and you're doing a hardcore run and you get into these kind of like stressful situations. If you ever find yourself in that kind of situation where you're just like, oh, what the fuck just happened, or like, you know, that was intense or something like that, just do that. Just pause and just take a break. Go grab some water, splash some water on your face, get some fresh air, do something. You know what I mean? Just come back with a clearer head, because that's when most mistakes happen, is when you're still kind of like freaked out about like the last thing that just happened. So yeah, so it's definitely fun watching the playback of this and seeing what the heck is going on. So now we're going to grab the second electrical component. And I think that I take a peek out the door. And I see that Mr. X is like super close, so we just kind of like chill in here for a minute. Plus, you just kind of want to open this door slowly just to see if that zombie is out there. He ended up moving on somewhere. So yeah, so grab that green herb. And I'm like, I'm far enough away from this guy where I don't even have to waste the bullet right now, so that's good. But now you can hear Mr. X walking off in a distance. At least I can on the headphones. You're going to open up. Yep. Just run through this door here. We're going to run downstairs. We're going to be back at the chief's office. So now we can grab the other electrical components. And we don't really have to worry about anything else because as soon as we do this puzzle, we're going to just kind of like immediately go to a cutscene that's going to just basically, it's going to drop us off into the Sherry segment. I'll show you, I think I slowed down a little bit. I don't have like a really concrete way of doing this puzzle. I just kind of like move stuff as I see it, like as it's connected. I'm pretty sure that there's a tutorial on it. So if you want to look up the tutorial, or you want to take a screenshot of the way that it looks like after I complete it, then do that. But I just kind of like look at what's connected and you know where the wire routing is and everything like that. So yeah, I don't have a specific way that I move any of this. It's just I just move it around until I know that I'm done. So yeah, because see, obviously it's taking me longer than what it should. But I do know that row 3, third one, that one should be turned that way. Yeah, so there you go. That's your connection right there. And so, done with this section. So as soon as you get this key card, the phone's going to ring, and this is going to spawn in the Sherry section. Okay. Now with Sherry's section, you're going to turn around and you're going to grab this doll. Okay. Then examine this doll. Grab the block from inside. And I think I do this slow enough for you to see. I'm not sure which one I did here, but I think I did slow this down because I already got this trophy. Okay, so basically you take the second block, move it to the first one, take the third block, move it to the second, and then all you got to do is line up the shapes. That's it. That will trigger the scissors, and then you grab the scissors and you cut open this tape right here, and that will give you the escape from Sherry's room in 60 seconds or whatever it is.
What is this?
But you just complete that puzzle within 60 seconds to get that trophy. Head over to the end of the hallway here, and you're going to grab this, pull this out. I don't have any solid commentary for climbing, sorry. Trying to provide enough commentary where it's needed. Yeah, this is the only time where that little gap is going to be there, but I'll tell you when Chief Irons actually is up here, like what cues to listen for, so that way you can basically you know, get out of there as quick as possible. So just make your way through this door. Quick left, quick right. Make another right at the end of the hallway here. Go through this door and basically make a U-turn. And key is right above the desk right there by the lamp. And just start running. Just make sure that you do turn, okay? Because this is a one-shot area, so make sure that you do turn to the right and then run. Do not run straight, because then you'll just be caught right away, right?
Somebody, please!
Run up the stairs, hop off to the left.
You stupid bitch, that's a dead end.
Okay. crawl under here and just stay crawled. If you're playing on PS5, it's L2. So keep holding that button down, you know. So if your palms are a little sweaty right now and you feel like you're gonna lose grip, just hold on tight, because yeah, because I know that this scene gets kind of intense, but it's just all a matter of hiding.
Doors locked.
It's just a matter of that you don't want the light to hit you off the flashlight is what it is.
Where are you? Show yourself. I know you're in here.
Okay.
The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be.
Just as he moves, just keep moving clockwise also. You know. He's going to turn around right here in a second. What he did right there was move the tables, so now you don't have that little gap in between the tables now, right? So you have to like kind of like go all the way around them. So Sherry just said, "Oh God, oh God."
Just gotta be here.
Now Irons is going to move and you'll hear him trip right there. That's your cue to get up and run to the second table and hide right where Pinocchio is. And believe me, it only seems like he's going to be able to see you. He cannot see you.
Son of a bitch.
Please.
Almost done.
This is your last fucking chance. Show yourself. Now. Oh, fuck. It burns.
There you go. Skip the cutscene. You can just go ahead and grab the keys and then make an about face. Start running. You got to go all the way down. Okay, left and left. Just make a big U-turn. Okay, spam the key. Just bloop bloop. Push the door open quickly. Okay, get out. Down the stairs and basically like a 3/4 turn. Like so. Off to the left. Spam that to open that. Okay. So Sherry will close the door, and of course we're gonna get a little shining moment here. Boom. Like, where'd he get the axe from? And yeah, so run down this hallway, go off to the right, basically to the same place where you stole the keys. This is gonna be, you know, the cutscene will trigger, and that's it. That's Sherry's portion of it. Goes by very, very quickly. It's tense though, still, even though it goes by quick.
Just you wait, asshole.
God, you can still hear Mr. X's footsteps. Right here, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to prep anything because we're pretty much, so we're done with the police station at this point. From this point forward, I basically consider this the sewers because that's where we're headed next. All we got to do is we got to get to the orphanage. So this is basically kind of like the Leon running portion where he's, you know, getting away with Ada. It's kind of like the same kind of like setup. So when you interact with this and you use the key card, Mr. X will spawn. Okay. You can already hear the music, and so what you want to do is, because the gate's opening slowly, you just want to just kind of like make him follow you around this car. Now, when you go out the gate, off to the right-hand side is a green herb. It's tucked away, so if you miss it, leave it. Just don't worry about it. You don't need it in the grand scheme of things, okay? I've missed it before, and like I said, it's fine. So keep on running pretty much in a straight line, cut diagonally here a little bit, because you can see that zombie that's like kind of like straight ahead. He's trying to get through that gate. He's not the one really to pay attention to. There's one behind him. Like, the gate will come down and just kind of like give him a shot in the legs just so that way you can get past him. And then Mr. X does not follow you here anymore. However, we are going to start encountering a new problem in the form of canines. So it's kind of like Claire has the best of both worlds. She gets to get attacked by a whole bunch of dogs and by a whole bunch of lickers, which is just crazy. So stun her, okay? Just that way, just give yourself a second to just get past her so that way she doesn't get you, right? And these dogs are kind of weird. So one time you can do this and you're not going to get hit at all. I think I get bit twice here. Yeah, so that's once. And yeah, and I'm already kind of upset about that because I'm like, damn it, now I'm minus a knife again. Go over here and grab this green herb. Don't worry about the machine gun ammo because we're not getting the Uzi, but you know, these dogs also, I think one of them ends up getting me. Do not run towards this dog. Run kind of like away from him. Get into this bus over here. There's a grenade here, which I end up having to use, I think. So yeah, so I get the grenade. Let's see if this is the portion. And I think a dog attacks me and I end up using the grenade.
It's gotta be the orphanage.
Oh no, different time. Okay, good. Yeah. So you make it to the orphanage, and now, like I said, this is basically the sewers. You may as well just consider it the sewers. Go ahead and use a green herb to heal yourself if you're kind of like in the situation that I am. Like I said, not a huge thing in the grand scheme of things.
I have the pendant.
So just kind of follow this back into Irons' office. If you want to watch the cutscenes, you're fine. That doesn't count against your time. I've already seen them, and you know, if I think there's a good like an hour and like 20 minutes worth of cutscenes, if not more. So you know, instead of this being a 3-hour video, let's make it, you know, the 2 hour and 10 minute or whatever it is, 2 hours 17, nearly 2 hours and 18 minutes. Mr. X is going to spawn in here again, so just don't worry about Sherry.
Sherry, I'll be right there.
She's going to be fine. Just keep running. That's all. Just follow that path around. Make a right over here, because they specifically make it look like doors, because that way you think that. Then where you see the light on the right-hand side there, make a right. And just get in the elevator and cutscene. Sherry joins you. And now you basically meet Annette, who is Sherry's mom. But we're going to skip that whole thing. And now we're in the sewers. Okay, so we're going to throw some stuff into the save box right over here. And we're going to take a couple of things out too. We don't really need much, and we're going to be saving shortly also. It's pretty much all that you need. We're going to be doing a little bit of back and forth here. You want to take that, the enhanced ammo. You want to take that. So you're going to drop down over here.
Sherry, can you hear me?
Now I'm gonna smell like shit. Literally.
Literally. You're going to encounter also, well, not like right now, but very shortly, encounter what I am affectionately referring to as shit goblins, because I can't stand these enemies, and this save is going to be very flexible, so when we get to it, I'll explain it. I paused for a couple of minutes just so that way I can go through the pros and cons of saving where we're at. Because in either case, we're going to save in the same spot. Oh, when you come in here, be careful. There are enemies. I do end up getting grabbed, but if you jump out to this corner, you're going to get a flame round. And then I lose a grenade there. I thought I had a knife equipped. And that's just a bummer that I lost that grenade, but oh well. So, if you want right now,
Sherry.
go ahead and save. But there's this part that's coming up is easy. So before you decide that you do want to save right here, just let me show you what's going to happen. I'm going to take a couple of more items with me after I go and get the accessory that's going to make this handgun basically a magnum. So this accessory that you're going to get is going to allow you to one-shot enemies with the enhanced ammo. You want to go off to the right here because you're going to grab this red herb that's over here, and then there's this crank handle as well on this table right by this computer. So even though we've taken damage throughout the game, we're still doing really well on heals. Really, really well. This guy right over here, kill him. That's why I took the flame round. Like, give him a second, boom, he just kind of like plops over. I'm still going to check him out just to make sure, like... This guy, if you leave him, he will walk up to the exit door. Right there, you can see the combination. That's what I was pointing at for the, on the safe there. And I decide I'm going to go back right now, and I'm going to go tuck some stuff away. As you can see, like 90% of this game is like inventory management. I'm kind of like, yeah, we're good with that. No? Huh? Come on. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? I should have taken notes. Like, what was I thinking over here? Okay. Yeah, combat knife sounds good. Okay, so again, if you want to save before you do any of this, but this is an easier portion to do than one that's going to be coming up real soon. So 2, 12, and 8, and like I said, it's written on the side of the safe, so if you do forget it, then it is literally right there. Yep. Combine that with the pistol, and now you can use the enhanced ammo. So hit L3 to switch the ammo. Go through this door over here. Plop down. There's going to be 3 zombies down here that you definitely don't want around at all. Okay, so take care of number 1, number 2, and number 3 is laying down. He is playing dead, but very shortly, really dead. Okay, so now he is completely taken care of. Go ahead and grab this green herb right over here. And I just realized I put that heal away. Pull on this lever, then drop down into the water. Don't go back up. Okay. Gonna run down this way a little bit. There's gonna be a grenade over here. Collect that. And then go through this, and you're gonna see one of these shit goblins spawn. Which is like, you can run right past him. He's not gonna be able to get you right there. He is going to be able to get you on the way back, which is the part that sucks. So, and I think that's what happened to me on this one here, because Yeah, there's been a few times that I've died and I've had to go all the way back to Birkin, and this is what's going on, is don't forget that, is if you die right now, then you do have to go all the way back to Birkin. But that doesn't bother me. I'm probably about, I gotta say, I'm probably about like 8 hours into the game right now. Because I think what it... Yeah, actually I'm about like 9 hours into the game right now, because I get to Nest, and I kept on thinking that if I die there, then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start all over the next day. That was 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Go ahead and grab this rook. Okay, and just turn around. There's nothing else that is needed over here. There's like a gunpowder laying around. There's some more handgun ammo. There's not really anything that's really worth it. And see what I ended up doing here is I mistimed this. He does this wiggle and he starts going under the water, but he plops right back up, and you know, he ends up grabbing me. And let's see, I had the knife equipped, so I'm basically able to knife him, turn around, and then I go the wrong way too, so I have to take the long way around instead of going right, you go left. But again, at this point I'm just kind of like, I'm tired and I'm already thinking about calling it quits for the day, but I definitely want to save first. So when we get up here, so if you want to save before that section, then go ahead and save before that section right there. But as you can see, you could get through it relatively easily. But now I'm back in this part right over here with these zombies, and that's just kind of a pain, but none of them end up grabbing me, which is great. And now we're just back over here. So now I'm going to pause in a minute. I know that. But collect the ink ribbon, go over to the box over here. I'm going to put some stuff away. So I'm going to make room for all the stuff that's needed. I'm like thinking what to take. Like, what do I even have to take that'll help me out? And this is why, like I said, combat knives are like super duper handy to have. So I'm just going to put the rook where it needs to go. So the rook is going to go into that spot right there where the knight was, and then you're going to move the knight over 1 to the right, and he's going to be right in there. Now, this is where I pause. Okay? Because this is decision making time. So an hour, 13 minutes, and 35 seconds into the game. Okay? This next part is truly kind of cursed. It's a really rough section, and I would recommend having 2 knives and like a flashbang or something like that to get through this calmly. Because once you pass it and you get you get the weapon, like coming back is like way easier. Ultimately, what I decide to do is I decide that I'm going to go and I'm going to give it a try, because if I die right here, then fine, I'll turn the game off and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll play, and everything's going to be hunky-dory, right? But if I do it and I pass, then I can save after I'm done with this RNG section, just right before the boss, right? Because not only do you have to do this cursed part, but then you have to come back and you have to fight the second stage of Birkin. So it's really up to you. If you want to save right here, then save. If you want to proceed, if you feel kind of like confident that you could take this on, then do it. Just know that if you get grabbed, you can get triple teamed and you can get thrown around and lose your bearings like super easily. It's a very kind of like high intensity area. So, but as for me, I decide that I'm just going to go through with it. So just kind of like make your decision, like kind of like after watching what happens to me here. I don't have a knife, so I ended up taking my infinite knife, right? And I still have my 1 grenade. So I'm kind of like looking, and I decide that, yeah, this all looks good. That's enough room for me to get the stuff that I need. We're going to end up being able to make a full heal. And we're going to get a weapon, and we're going to be able to get the chest pieces. And then I just thought for as many times as I've gone through this, I just want to go through this now, save, and just kind of like not deal with it again. you know. Because like I said, dying right here, going all the way back to Birkin would be a bit of a pain in the ass, and I wouldn't have done it if it weren't as late as it were. But I just figured, since it is as late as it is, got nothing to lose. If I have to start back from Birkin tomorrow, then that's what I'll do. But it did get pretty hairy and intense, as most of this run has been for me. And you'll get to see that very shortly here. I'm just making sure. I'm double checking if I'm like, oh man, do I want to save? Do I not? Let me, yeah, okay, let's keep going. So I equipped the knife because the infinite knife is one of those things where it's a single use thing. If you lose it, then, you know, if you start a new game later on, like tomorrow or whatever, you know what I mean? Then it'll be back in your chest. It just won't be back right away. You already saw one of them just dropped in the water. This one, you're going to bump into him. He's going to grab you. Like 99% of the time, just consider the knife a donation. That's why I always recommend having the combat knives. He ends up grabbing me a second time. So there you go. So grenade. And see, he flipped me around, so now I got to do an about face completely. And then luckily, I got past him. And then that one just plops out of the water, or the sewer, I should say, into the water, right? And I was able to get by him without any harm or foul. So, like, when I got over here, I'm like, okay. I mean, it really sucks that I lost the knife and a grenade, but, you know, kind of like, what can you do? And you'll be able to tell right here, like just my tiredness level, because I'm running around like, did I grab the queen? What the hell am I doing? See, I'm standing here. Okay, I did grab the queen. Yep. Let's put the queen in there. And then you're going to want to look up here. You're going to want to take care of this zombie. You're going to go in here. You're going to grab the king piece. But then I jump down and I go in and I grab the queen. Or I thought I did. My goodness. Yeah. I did put the king in. Okay, so then you get your taser. The spark shot. Just a huge taser. I left it. I don't remember when I realized that I didn't pick it up. Because, see, I'm still running around because I thought that I took it. Oh, man. And then I forgot the queen piece, so now I got to double back for the queen piece. Yeah, I was so tired at this point, I wasn't even thinking clearly. I should have just, you know, honestly stopped playing. But again, I was just at this point where I was just like, I just want to get through this section at this point. And I still haven't noticed that I haven't yet picked up the weapon. Because see, now I'm running upstairs. And I'm like exiting, and now I'm going to get out there, I'm going to try to equip it. Yeah, and now I finally realized that I frickin' left it. Like, what the hell? Dude. Crazy. So now I'm just like, yeah, it's there. But I opened the door, thankfully, right? So now I can just go ahead and grab it. And I'm just like, oh. Can't believe I picked it up and I didn't, like, you know, I kept on spamming the circle just to get out of the cutscene, and that's why it ended up staying at the wall. So now just kind of like take it slow. Wait till they're facing you, get a good shot of the eye, as close as you can to it. Just keep on spark, 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 so that way they can't, you know, that way they can't touch you, and just run right past them. See, and I got lucky. Well, I got unlucky on the way there, so I'm lucky on the way back, where the other ones were just kind of like chilling off to the side. There is going to be one that kind of like flew out the guy's chest. He's going to spawn into a full-grown one here. So as soon as you get a good shot of the eye, go ahead and take it. Okay, and then just go around him. Get back to the ladder. And at this point, I am breathing a sigh of relief. I'm so thankful that I'm past that part, and now we're going to be able to save. So again, if you want to save before this part, perfectly fine. Just know that if you die during the boss fight, you're going to have to redo that again. And it is easy to die during this boss fight. He's a lot quicker. I think I end up using. Yeah, I think I end up using like two full heals. I know that I use at least one because I take enough damage to use up at least one heal. But yeah, but I decided I'm going to do the chess pieces first. So grab the bishop. King will go in here. The queen's going to go next to the king. We're going to leave the pawn where it is. That's fine. We've already put the rook and the knight in their appropriate places, and we're just going to put the bishop in here. That's going to open up this door. And now that we have all that taken care of, head over to the typewriter, and I finally saved. But once again, if you want to save before that, this is save number 2. Save number 3 is not too far off. It's right here. I'm kind of thinking what to do. Yeah. I end up cutting. So 2 heals you're going to want to take with you. You're going to want to take the flame rounds with you. And you're going to want to take at least 1 flash grenade with you. And 1 regular frag grenade also. Okay, so that's basically pretty much... I took that out because we're actually going to be able to make a full one on the way there. Okay, so right over here is the blue herb. Then right over here is the green herb. And then when you get into the initial arena, you're going to be able to go over here and grab this red herb. And then there you go. You have 2 full heals. Take this puzzle. 1, 2, and 4. Okay, that'll turn the power on, and he's not going to spawn until you actually turn around and you run towards the door. So go ahead and equip your frag grenade.
Shit!
Get over by the door here. Once you see his hand like that, throw the grenade. He'll take some damage right there, and what you can do is you can aim your pistol as he's busting through the door. When he actually comes through the door, just give him 1 shot and start running. I tried to get a second shot over here on his eye, but I just couldn't. Take out your flame rounds. Over with 1. 2 there. Okay, if your flashbang is not equipped, then go ahead and equip it, because you're going to want to turn around, and if you can, if you're able to, stun him. Okay, so that way, get him another flame round, then you can start moving this. Head back, and I didn't reload fast enough, so see, took a little bit of damage. But that's all right, because now you can basically tank 3 hits. You want to get him back over into that section right over there. So hit him with that flame round. Go ahead and grab this flashbang and the knife over here. I thought he was stunned. That really kind of like shocked me, because he didn't get stunned until right there. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? You're supposed to be over here now. But now he's just... So I'm just like, whatever. I'm just going to shoot him when he's over here. Like, why isn't he over on this side? What the hell? So I got him close over here, and then boom. And the flame rounds have a bit of a delayed kind of reaction to them. I look at, and I'm on caution, so I'm thinking that I'm fine here. So I'm going to take the flashbang, and I'm going to throw it, but he ends up jumping up at me. And I'm just like, you know, like, what the hell has been going on this run? This is just crazy. So I have to use the other heal. Ideally, you want to leave like 2 flame rounds, so that way you can use them later on. If you have to use all of them, then don't worry about it, because you're going to get some at nest. That's just like having it, like, so you have it. Again, delayed reaction on the flame rounds. So see, he was able to get a couple of hits on me before I could actually hit that button, because he gets stunned just like a couple of seconds later. So I just decided I'm going to shoot that. So if he ends up getting up, then, you know, the flame's going to stun him. But that's pretty much about it. You know, it's a perfectly imperfect fight, right? Perfect in the sense that we're done with him. We don't have to deal with him. He's dead. But it was imperfect. We ended up using 2 heals, but we're still kind of like stocked up on heals inside the box. So it's just kind of like, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, this is the perfect kind of like video to show you that, yeah, you can take damage and you can be imperfect. You can make mistakes. You can double back. You can lose your bearings, and you're still going to get that minigun, because this is what it's about. If you're working on towards your platinum trophy and you want to have the minigun, it's like one of the best weapons that there is in the game. I haven't used the rocket launcher yet, but I honestly have no desire to even kind of like do Leon's hardcore S plus to get the rocket launcher. And I don't know. It's just like back when I used to play Resident Evil 4 and I got the rocket launcher, like I would just rocket launch anything, and it just kind of like, it made the game a little bit boring. You know, with the minigun, it's actually kind of fun. There's a little bit of a delay from when it starts shooting, and, you know, it's like you can stun Mr. X with it if you need to get away from him quick, you know, so it's ultimately, it's a really good weapon to have. And if you're working towards the your platinum trophy and you're missing stuff like I was missing the frugalist, so that way I could do the game without healing. And what was another? Oh, the low carbon footprint, like, you know, take less than 14,000 steps throughout the game. Then yeah, then that minigun helps out with that dramatically.
I'm getting you treatment.
Because like all these boss fights with the minigun are just like, with Birkin right there, for as much trouble as we had with the regular weapons, with the minigun, you just keep on shooting him and he just stays stunned right in that one spot as soon as he jumps down. You know what I mean? So if you're with me this far in the video, I very much thank you for just kind of like chilling, and I hope that this is helping you out with, if you're just trying to get the minigun, if you're trying to get the platinum trophy, whatever's going on. I hope that you find this entertaining at least. And yeah. If you like the content, I got stuff like this that I'm going to be doing more, and I do live stream also, so subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video. That would help tremendously. And now we're going to go through a few more cursed parts. So yeah, equip your taser. There's going to be a part for it that we're going to get that makes it a little bit stronger. So have that equipped. Run over here and grab this grenade. If the zombies are like super close to you, then yeah, obviously shoot them. So we have some taser needles there, and you could just basically go around and get to this ladder pretty much, you know, with ease. this first part of this nest sequence is pretty easy. Right over here, I'm looking. Where is this guy? Because the last time he was like right by the door, and he was just waiting for me. And as soon as I opened the door, he lunged at me. So I'm kind of like looking, which way did he walk? Oh, he's over here. Okay. And I'm just gonna fully just unload on him, like overload him. And just like There's nothing in that other locker, so don't worry about that at all. Now that you have an extra spot, if you want to come back here and grab either the, what is it, the gunpowder or the knife, you could do either one of those. You're going to be fine. We're going to be back in this section one more time, so we can always grab the other one later if it's remembered or not at that point. Because there's still like two pretty hectic scenes. So you can pretty much put a lot of stuff away here. So you're going to want to keep your grenade launcher with the flame rounds out. You don't want to use all of them. Like we're doing pretty well on ammo and gunpowder and everything like that. We're going to be crafting mainly acid rounds. And just got like, see, we got a lot of heals. We got plenty of grenades. We're still good for as many mistakes as have been made, and for as much stuff as has actually happened. We're doing really well. So don't worry about this. You got this. If you make it here with an hour to spare, you are good. As you can see, the sewers took us what, 25 minutes? Like tops. Like if we actually hung out in the sewers, you know, and we actually dug around and, you know, went in this room and went in this room, went in that room and actually checked out everything, then yeah, then that would have taken us like way longer. But since we did it, we're here lickety split. This goes by very quickly, especially if you've gotten some rest. Yeah, load up some regular rounds here. There are going to be some zombies that you're going to want to take care of. When you come in here, there's one guy kind of like hanging off to the left. He's just going to hang there until you come back later, so don't worry about him. This guy you definitely want to hit with the flame round, and don't forget it's a delayed reaction to when it actually starts working. So give it a second before you try to run them, because these guys are one-shot kills, so they will kill you with one shot. So follow code, enter. Just go ahead and pause that if you need to there. I end up doing this one wrong. That's wrong. I already know it's wrong. Yeah, because it's supposed to be that Tetris piece is what it is. Yep. Then thin block. Okay. Come on. You can do it, Tom. There you go. I'm thinking over here that I'm going to go to the storage. I think I do end up going to the storage container and dropping some stuff off, because there's a grenade, a knife that we can get. This guy's still laying on the floor, so he's good. The guy that's hanging off to our right is still hanging, so that's all good. So we can make a quick run back over here to go make some room for ourselves, which I do recommend, because there is some high-grade gunpowder, there's some large gunpowder, there is a grenade, there's an herb. Yeah, there's quite there's quite a bit of stuff to pick up. So if you can make a couple of extra slots for yourself, then do that. And so just follow the same way in. First thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go make the solution. This is gonna be another area. Oh, that guy just he plopped. So he kind of like, okay, you've ran in through here twice. I'm just gonna be on the floor waiting for you next time. All right.
Solution now.
So. Yeah, cause see, we would have been completely full if we had gotten that. So leave that red herb for now. Don't touch that, but it is there. Just kind of like make a mental note of it. But do shoot this guy, because again, it's a delayed reaction. So when we get out, he should still be very much so stunned. Go ahead and grab this grenade right over here. It is a frag grenade, so that's even better. I was just reading the file because I'm missing the Lore Explorer kind of achievement. So I still have 2 files left as of recording this. So with this one, pop the tube in and then kind of like look at green is 1, red is...
Adjust amount of solution.
I'm going to explain
to
it.
match cartridge capacity.
Just watch 3, 2, 1. Okay. Then go back to 3, 2, 1, and then that's it. So basically, green would be 1, red would be 2, blue would be 3. So it's 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Right? So 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. That'll give you the solution. That's the quickest way to solve that. Is just kind of just memorize it by numbers. Be careful walking out here because you never know when these plant guys are going to spawn. That one's still stunned, so no worries with him. Another one just dropped. You could hear him. So kind of like drop out these vines, and they're really annoying because they're like Venus flytraps, and like I said, they are one-shot kills. I didn't want to waste the grenades here. I figured that I have enough flame rounds to take care of business. And since we really won't need handgun ammo too far past this portion anyway, then I'm just going to take care of people here with this stuff. So... there are going to be 2 more guys to worry about after you're done with this section in the stairwell. But yeah. So if you don't get a critical hit on this guy to pop his head, like I think I struggled with it. I don't remember if I end up getting it or not. Yeah, I don't think that I actually do. Because I know that I need to save a couple of shots to go and take care of the guys that are in the stairwell. Yeah, so... yeah, we'll try one more. And one more. Oh, and I wasted one for nothing. That dude you don't have to worry about. He's napping. There's a green herb there that's on the left. Okay, left over here by the garbage cans. Let him jump over you. Get into the stairwell. I know he kind of takes you by surprise. He's very easy to evade, though. And there are 2 of them there now. So I am saving some bullets over here because I'm like, okay, let me see what happens with this guy. And then I'll make a decision on if I want to go back there and shoot him anymore. So again, when you hit him with the flame rounds, give it a second because it is a delayed reaction. You see, he hasn't even fallen yet. But we're going to pick up that gunpowder. Actually, we're not. We're going to end up... oh, no, yeah. So we're going to combine this one with this one, okay? Because we do need to get this this panel. I'm like, there's ammo there. There's nothing that I can do. I'm definitely holding on to the knife as opposed to the ammo. Knife is a little more important right now. Having that knife equipped can save you from a one-shot kill, which is, you know, which is definitely more important. So I just start walking here. You can run through this hallway still, but okay. But this one, if you want to do this one before you actually get to it, it's MURF, and then you just kind of like turn the dials a little bit, like to just kind of like line up the patterns. It's not a hard puzzle at all. You can always pause it to see where it was. That always stays the same. So I'm looking to see if they're not on the walls, but they are. There's two of them on the floor, like by the kitchen tables, by the break tables right over there. And I'm just like, oh crap. I hate looking at them even because like the noises that they make when they're just kind of like walking around makes it sound like they're going to attack you. So as soon as you put that in, that turns on the power to the area, and now you just got to kind of like watch them closely and see which way they're going to go. Okay, if they start moving off to the left of the table, then just go ahead and cut down the middle here. If they start kind of like splitting up and both of them kind of like try double teaming you from either side of the table, then you're going to want to shoot one of them and just like run as quickly as you can to this room here. Okay. Now, generally, what would happen is you can make a decision here as well. Save here, or take the other route, which is a little bit more dangerous. But again, it's kind of like risk versus reward. The reward is that you don't have to worry about doing this part again, right? Once we dispense the solution, we're still going to go cool it, by the way. But once we dispense the solution, it's going to spawn in some more of those tree enemies. I haven't thought of a name for them yet. Maybe I should just call them tree huggers. I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody saying that. Keep one knife with you. You can put the other one away. It's always, like I said, it's always a good idea to have one knife, just because if they grab you and you're able to pull it off, so that way you can actually stab them and get yourself free, then that's well worth it. Okay. You're going to want to just move slowly and just keep an eye. Yeah, I see that both of them are still on the floor there, so I'm just kind of like taking this corner, like kind of like with impunity. Otherwise, one of them will be on the wall there. Just make sure which wall he's on, so that way you don't bump him with your head. You know, brush up against them with your hair, touch them with your butt, whatever the hell happened with the first one that attacked me. Because those guys usually, it's just a matter of positioning and where you can walk to get around them. You know, so go ahead and mix or cool, I should say, the solution here. Yeah, and I totally forgot that you could skip that. I thought that you had to watch that. I thought that was like a loading screen, but yeah, but you can skip that. You don't have to watch it. But if you want to watch it, you can. Like I said, the cutscenes don't count against your time. Okay, so you can run, but slow down, slow down, slow down. Always remember to slow down and walk out here and just get your bearings and just find out where these guys are. And for whatever reason, I think both of them stayed on the floor. Yeah. Like, that is very not typical. They're usually plopped up against the walls at this time, so I don't know if I did something like out of sequence, if I opened a door maybe one too many times, or what happened. But it's very uncommon for them to be down on the ground like that. This is a large gunpowder over here, so grab that one. Mixing gunpowder with gunpowder is only going to give you bullets, like the regular handgun ammo, so don't even bother with that. So again, see, I had made the decision that I'm going to go through with this section right over here. So now there's one guy over here. There's one guy that's going to be behind you also, so you got to be mindful about that. But as soon as like this guy starts dropping, you can just start running. But see, I just wanted to turn around and show you that he is there. Okay, And then, so you're going to dispense the solution now. And basically the guys that are outside are pretty much all going to be killed by this solution. One of them is going to fall off the tree, but there's going to be another one that's going to spawn in here. So when you run in here, when you pop through the door, you're going to want to run automatically off to the left, okay? But go over here, grab this blue herb, mix it with the red, okay? Then go get the wristband strap. During Leon's portion of the game, this is Mr. X would spawn in here. But with Claire's portion of the game, like, it's just more of these plant guys, so just don't worry about him. You can hear them like snarling kind of like all over the place, right? But like as soon as you go in here, just go off to the left. There is one in here. And he will grab you. This same thing. Just make sure that you shoot him. And you really want to be careful about the guy that plopped down. Okay, because he'll be over there. So you could just kind of like run past him if you hug the left wall and just make a left out of here. And you're all good. And again, I decided to take that chance because I was like, okay, well, we don't have to go too far back. The only thing that I would have to do is fight, you know, stage 2 Birkin, and I've had a good, you know, good night's rest, and I'm back on the game today, right? So at this point, I think, do I save here or do I actually go in? Nope, I take out the ink ribbon, so I am going to save here. And this will be save number 3. I'm like, what all did I take with me? Because if you saw the transition there, I did pause and I went and I took a break. I think I might have had breakfast. Or my mom called. One of the two. But we're going to go back now and we're going to get some additional storage. Like just an extension to the fanny pack, right? And then we are just about finished with the game. We're an hour 52 minutes in. 2 hours and 6 minutes is where we're cutting. So we have about 15 minutes of video left. But there's not 15 minutes of gameplay, obviously, still. So. I heard him the last time. I heard him actually come out of the, what do you call it? The cafeteria. So I was prepared for him. This one, same thing. Grab this thing, examine. Turn this to MUF and just kind of like line up the, right there. Pop that in and then you can grab your pouch. If you pause, you can see where there's a Mr. Raccoon over there. Where there was a Mr. Raccoon over there. He's easy to miss because Dr. Lee like falls out of the nap area there, right? And I wasn't no longer concerned about the zombie coming out of there. Usually you want to hug the right wall there so that way the zombies don't come out, but now we're moving over to section 3. In section 3, there's nothing to do but really prep our ammo. That's all that we're doing.
Find that antibiotics.
See, in essence, what I should have done is, you know, since I made it past the plant guys really easily, don't forget this grenade, by the way. It's easy to miss, but since I passed the, oh, one more puzzle here, the OSS. They're really easy to do. I don't even have those memorized. I just kind of like just do them like on the spot. They're super easy. But if you need to pause and you need a little bit of help, then go ahead and pause right there and to check it out. But Yeah. This would have been more ideal, like I said. So since I passed the plant guys and I didn't get killed, then I should have saved in here. So if you did the same thing, I should have mentioned that earlier too. Sorry, this is my first kind of like commentary, but in either case, it's what, 3 minutes of basically walking around. Yep. So now we're going to prep all our ammo. We're going to grab this high grade gunpowder over here. Grab this red herb right over here. Then there's a large gunpowder right over here. Go ahead and combine that. I was like, ooh, that gave 6 shots. That is awesome, right? So we're basically going to start mixing. This might take a second. We are going to take the taser with us, yes. Okay, so we're going to remove the large gunpowder. We're going to remove the high grade. We're going to move the large. We're going to remove the high grade. Okay, and we're going to mix those. Combine that. Okay. Take the flash grades for defense. Okay, so that way if G does jump like right on top of you, then you'll be able to throw the flash grenade and get out of there. So this would be your basic setup right over here. So you want to take the acid shots, take about 3 heals. There's a first aid spray in there as well. We still got plenty of stuff left over, as you can see, for the last fight. The most important of which are the 4 frag grenades. So you don't need 4 of them. I just recommend that you have 3. 3 is going to make it just a hell of a lot easier. We've got heals left. We are good. And so, like, this fight is going to go off without a hitch. And that's it. So that's pretty much the way that you want your setup to look. Go over here and grab the antiviral. This is what's going to trigger the, what am I doing? Am I thinking, did I forget anything? Or what? I was going to say, I hope I'm not thinking of changing anything. That's a good setup. Yeah, interact with this. This is going to be what triggers the second to last G fight. I just go back and read this. Well, I don't read it, you know, I just kind of like skim through it. This fight, super easy. Just try to, like, so I shouldn't have said super easy because it's not super easy. You want to aim basically as close to the eye as you can, okay? I still had a flame round in there, which was good. So to dodge those attacks, usually if you run like straight at him, you know what I mean, like in between his arms, you'll be able to bypass that. So just shoot, reload. You know, see, he gets stunned for a second each time you do that. So that one kind of like hit his arm. See what I mean? If you kind of like run straight for him, then he'll miss you with the attack. Like, I'm waiting for him to go for a canister now. Get him right in the eye. Right there. He falls down. He starts burning a little bit, which is just a little bit of an extra added bonus. He starts getting a little close, so I just shoot. That still does damage right there, so you don't have to worry too much about, like I said, if you can line her up where you get him perfectly in the eye, do so. That one hit his arm again, which was just kind of like, well, shit. You know. That one got him, though. I'm trying to let him get close enough here so that way I can actually get a direct hit. That one he got me with, no worries. This is why we took the 3 heals with us. Plus, there still is a first aid spray in here, too. Which I do believe I'm going to end up using. Take cover. If he starts lifting one of those things, just He's gonna throw it, then see the first aid spray is right over here. Just go ahead and grab that. See, he's quick. And you'll know when he's at the final stage of this fight. Like he'll get like super pissed off. He'll roar. Like he'll roar like that, but he's not done yet. When he's done, what he's going to do is he's going to go for that column, and he's going to rip off that white piece to it. That jump is just you know, run right under him. So try to stay safe and play this at a distance. He's going for another kind of like section right over there. Just go ahead and take cover. Another grenade right over here. There's some more taser needles right there. Okay, and this is why I said take the flashbangs with you. See? He's got you in a pinch there, but now you can just throw the flashbang and you can get out of that. This fight is like slightly easier with Leon, honestly. I thought he was getting ready to turn like super mad right there, and yeah, see, he roared right there. Yeah. See, so now he's going to go and he's going to grab that pillar or that panel, right? And he's not going to throw it very far. So prep your taser. Go ahead and get him as close to the eyes as you can, and just keep on zap, 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 zap. Let it do that overcharge. That one didn't connect for some reason. At that point, we threw the frag grenade because we were out of the flashbangs. But yeah, so he's starting to die because you see he's going crazy. And that's the fight. And that is G3 down. Not really any issues other than, you know, using a couple of heals. I mean, for me personally, it's unavoidable taking some heals. That's why when I look at these guys, you know, I'll watch some of these videos where people finish this game in like 56 minutes and they take like absolutely no damage, and it just like amazes me, because I'm like, for as many times as I have tried this fight, I can't get through this fight without like not taking damage. I'm leaving all the regular ammo just because we don't really need it. Honestly, we don't really need anything else to, you know, that we're going to pick up here. I think I'm more looking for a grenade more than anything else. We threw one, which is the one that we found here, which is fine because we've got 4. Yeah, we've got 4 in our storage box, and like I said, we only need 3 of them. So that's pretty much all that we're going to do for the last fight. Is we're going to load up. I don't remember if I take all 4 grenades or if I only take 3 of them.
Gotta
You
get
know.
back to Sherry.
So you want to keep this equipped still, because you're going to need this this taser well, 3 more times basically. You don't really need it a 3rd time if you have the pistol equipped, but I don't think I equipped the pistol. We'll have to see. One hour and 58 minutes is where we're at in the game. Which is like every time that I look at the time on like how much time I have left, I'm like thinking like, is there something else I could have done at the police station that I could have gotten? You know, like yeah, I could have probably gotten like the Uzi, but then it would have just kind of been like, you know, kind of like for what? Like honestly, it would have ultimately been a bit of a waste of time. The handgun did just fine. You know, it handled the situations that we needed to take care of just fine. You know, we didn't go through the game using, you know, God knows how many you know, grenades. We were fine. We played like I said, we went for a casual gamer. If you're kind of like on pace with where I'm at, then you're doing fantastic. Believe me, I think that I did fantastic. There were some mistakes that I had made, but again, it's kind of like I don't really think that I should have stayed up as late as I did. You know, in front of the computer monitor. Honestly, I was just tired. I was disoriented. I just had a lot of things going against me, and I know that if you're playing, then you're probably, you know, a solid, probably like 6, 7, 8 hours into the game yourself, because I know how frustrating that it is to get bitten early on and having to use a heal, and you just kind of like decide you're going to go back to the gas station, and then maybe something happened, you know, 7 minutes in, and you're like, okay, well, it's 7 minutes and I'm just going to go back to 7 minutes. Maybe you died during Birkin, maybe you died a little bit after Birkin. A lot of stuff happens in these games, so if you're far along in your run, we're almost done. We're almost done. Take a big sigh of relief and just yeah, at the finish line. So these guys you can skip right past, just kind of like hug the corners just to get past them, just because they're spawning. They're just kind of like want you to stop and fight them, but you don't have to. So don't waste ammo on them, because the 2 that you actually are going to need the shots for are going to be coming up right here. So you're going to interact with that door down there. I just wanted to check right over here. It was handgun ammo, which I did end up taking. So when you interact with this door, it's locked.
Stupid thing's locked.
Yeah. So now Sherry's going to go in there, and Sherry's going to try to open it. So 2 of the plant guys are going to spawn. That one's going to fall down completely, but there's going to be one that's going to fall right over here.
Damn it, your timing sucks.
So go ahead and make sure you got a clear shot, and just zap them, and just keep on, you know, hold down the button just to give them a full charge. That'll pretty much turn them to dust. One all the way back there, just go ahead and get him. Do the same thing, just turn him to dust. Those are the only 2 that you really need to worry about there. I've never had any more pop up. I'm just aiming just in case, because like I said, with this game, you just never know if they're going to throw something new at you or not. Sherry opens the door, you're good to go. And I don't have the pistol, and so if you have the pistol, then this one guy, you could just shoot him once and he's good. But since I have the taser, I just tase him. He's...
Oh no.
It's just one of those things. But you definitely don't need the taser. You can use the handgun if you have the handgun equipped. You're fine.
I think we're almost out of here.
Very much so, almost out of here.
Worth a try.
Okay, and we're going to do a little bit of a re-inventory one last time. We're going to put away those heals. You can put away the acid rounds. You can put away all that stuff. Bring the flame rounds out. Right, and definitely get the grenades. I'm looking for them right now. There they are. Did I take all of them? I did. I took all 4. That's all hunky dory. Keep the knife just in case. And I was looking to see if I have what do you call them? I was thinking about the flashbangs. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. My goodness. Go ahead and mix that. Like that. That's 3 full health with shields, and you can still grab something else. This is like overkill. What I got going on here. I still think I take a first aid spray with me. Or no, now I'm just showing like kind of like what we have left. Do I? I do take a first aid spray. Move that one down. You need two empty slots. The game won't let you. It's, you know, you'll never finish if you don't have 2 empty slots. The game basically ensures that because they leave you just this kind of like stupid kind of like battery pack thing, which is supposed to be like a big fuse, I guess, right over here.
What are you doing? I gotta get this train moving. I need you to stay right here, okay?
Okay. I promise I won't move.
Good.
Be careful.
Always.
So with this last boss, he has a ridiculous amount of health. But the thing is that his health is based on his eye placement, right? So if you throw a grenade, you're going to pop all of his eyes, which deals a ton of damage. And that's why I have the grenades there. So if you don't have the grenades, then you could still make it through this with just the minigun, but you'd have to be like super duper precise. And you know, I mean, it just works way better with the grenades. Don't go shooting at him all crazy. Like, kind of like only shoot at him when he has some eyeballs exposed. When you can actually see them, right? But make sure that you do have your grenades equipped, and whenever you do get a chance, like so, just boom, just hit him. That's a shit ton of damage that you just did right there. He's going to start climbing up that wall. He's going to expose his eyes at times, right? But he's going to jump on the train right now. Don't waste ammo if you can't see the eyes. I'm just going to tell you that right now. He moves quick as well, so it's kind of like hard to see where he is. Again, grenade, bust his eyeballs, and see, before you know it, he was doing that kind of like crawl attack. So just take one of those, shield yourself up, and just kind of like hug the train kind of close. Whenever he takes a corner and you see exposed eyeballs, just go ahead and shoot at those. Just again, I think he started climbing. It kind of like sounds like it, but I'm like looking and it's like I don't see him anywhere. What the hell is going on? Right, so I just start running because he is going to jump down off of the wall if he is climbing. Right, and this time he doesn't go on the train like he tries to jump at you, so luckily he missed me with all those shots. But see, he was down on the ground. Throw the grenade, pop all those eyeballs. Excuse me. Talking for 2.5 hours is not easy. Yeah, see, he's like freaking out. Very close to death. His eyeballs are just bloodshot red. He's going to climb up one more time there. Just let him climb. Don't shoot again. Don't shoot him if you can't see the eyeballs. There's another grenade. Boom. Get attacked one more time right there. Try to see where we're at. This is his last phase of this attack. But I equipped this, and like I said, I'm going to shoot him with some of those acid rounds there. Totally did not even connect with that one. At that point, I just kind of thought, you know, if I shoot at the wall, the fire's got to do some kind of damage. And that was like, ooh, close call, right? And so shoot him some more with this, pop those eyeballs. And that's it right there. As soon as you see that orange blood or goo, whatever, as soon as you see that spewing, he's dead. It's just a matter of him crawling around. It's just made for dramatic effect, so you could just unload the rest on him. He's not going to catch up to you. He's not going to hurt you. None of it. The battle's done and over with. Congratulations. You got your S+ rank. And more importantly, you've unlocked the minigun. The minigun is such an awesome weapon. It is so much fun. It's going to help you out if you're hitting that platinum trophy. I skipped over the credits and I think 2 hours, 8 minutes, 22 seconds with 3 saves, S+ rank. We did that on a hardcore. Like I said, it's a perfectly imperfect run. So we took damage. We played casually. We still had, you know, basically 21 minutes to spare. Could have done some other stuff. We could have been safer in some portions of the game, yeah, but ultimately, like I said, here you go. You've unlocked the minigun, and you've unlocked 2 trophies. Also, if you don't have the heroin college student and the Scarlet Hero, so on and so forth, right? So those are 2 good ones to have. I love the trophy collection of this game. Resident Evil 2 is a great game, just in general as a game itself, right? So it's been super fun doing this commentary. I liked watching the gameplay back, honestly, and just kind of like seeing where I made mistakes, where I did things right. You know, I think that well, I mean, you be the judge on my gameplay. Let me know down in the comments if it helped you out, if I'm an idiot, you know, if the voiceover sucked, whatever the case may be. Just say hi in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. Leave a like on the video if you did get your minigun and you got that S+ rank. Very much appreciate you spending time with me here, checking out the channel. Please do subscribe if you are not subscribed. I hope to catch you live sometime. We can chat. I try to keep a cozy, comfortable, relaxed atmosphere. Other than that, I will say good night for tonight. Enjoy the minigun. Thank you for joining me once again, and enjoy Resident Evil as a game overall. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.